Ladies and gentlemen, Missouri Military Academy welcomes you to our 2024 Valentine's Day Review. Before we get started, we would like to recognize Brigadier General Geraci, U.S. Army retired, Colonel R.L. Grabowski, U.S. MC retired, and Dean Mike Harding, British Royal Marines retired, who are located in the reviewing stand. A review is a military ceremony used to honor visiting dignitaries, present awards and decorations, or commemorate events. Use of reviews can be traced back to the Middle Ages, when rulers would demonstrate the strength of their armies by holding elaborate military events. At the beginning of the 17th century, armies throughout the world began adopting what is called the regimental system. In this, regiments were assigned a specific color or number for identification and position on the battlefield. In the American Army, reviews were initiated during the Revolutionary War by George Washington's Drum Master, Baron Friedrich von Steuben, whose guidance forms the backbone of the drill and ceremonies of the U.S. military even to this day. The presence of the band represents a significant role that the drum, fife, and other musical instruments have played throughout military history for signaling in camp or on the battlefield. The colors, at the center of the formation, represents their presence at the forefront of the unit during the heat of battle. In battle, the color or flag party marched at the front and center of its unit as a point for the unit to organize itself around. By leading the unit in battle, the colors became prime targets because victories were expressed in terms of number of enemy colors captured. So, the color party bore the brunt of the battle and suffered heavy casualties. Today, the color guard posts at the center of the formation as a reminder of its historic significance. An MMA review consists of 4 stages: a formation of troops, inspection of the units, presentation of honors, and pass and review. First is the formation of troops, in which MMA's battalion staff and 4 cadet companies are pre-positioned before you for today's review. The band will also sound off by performing on the field for the audience. The second stage, inspection, will see the individual units perform manual of arms, followed by staff officers trooping the line. Stage 3 is presentation and honors, in which all officers, personnel to be decorated, and colors are centered on the parade reviewing officer while the national anthem is played. In Stage 4, the Corps of Cadets will pass and review in honor to all family and loved ones who are in attendance or watching this pre-recorded performance. I am your announcer, Cadet Cooper Johnston of Genotry, Oklahoma. To your left and at the far end of the field house is the marching band, commanded by Cadet Justin K. Stagel of Moberly, Missouri. The first sergeant is Cadet Pablo Belmonte of Guadalajara, Mexico. The drum major for today's parade is Cadet Angelo Urdaneta of Miami, Florida. Next in the line is Bravo Company, commanded by Cadet Nathan Dempsey of Colleyville, Texas. The company first sergeant is Cadet Matthew Hallam of Dallas, Texas. In the center of the line is the MMA Color Guard, commanded by Cadet Alvaro Gonzalez of Mexico City, Mexico. Behind the Color Guard is our International Color Guard, commanded by Cadet Kuslan Termuk of Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. On the right of the Color Guard is Charlie Company, commanded by Cadet Braden Phelps of Temple, Texas. The company first sergeant is Cadet Malachi Emery of Manchester, Missouri. And to your far right is Echo Company, commanded by Cadet Connor Edwards of Orlando, Florida. The company first sergeant is Cadet Evan Batson of Santa Ynez, California. The bugle call you just heard was attention. It is used to alert the commanders that adjutant's call is about to sound, signaling the start of the review. Today's adjutant and bugler is Cadet Ryan Miles of Dallas, Texas, and Cadet Jacob Stallone of Lima, Ohio. The cadets standing before you today hail from 29 U.S. states and territories, as well as 9 countries. We are a genuine international campus. The march shall be played as the band sounds off will be the Alamo March. Now marching into the center of the field house is the Cadet Battalion Commander and his staff. The Battalion Commander for today's review is Cadet Bradley Thumby of Memphis, Tennessee. The Battalion Executive Officer is Cadet Zia Zhou of Shenzhen, China. The Battalion Sergeant Major is Cadet Gabriel Iglesias of San Salvador, El Salvador. The Battalion Security and Intelligence Officer is Cadet Gaston Costello of Culiacan, Sinaloa, Mexico. The Battalion Plans and Operations Officer is Cadet Cruz Hagan of Kirksville, Missouri. The Logistics Officer is Cadet Connor Moore of Mexico, Missouri. The Public Affairs Officer is Cadet Samuel Way of Milton, Georgia.
Sir, the 135th Corps Cadets is all present and accounted for.
Very well, take your post. Order!
Valentine, who? Down, who? Down, who?
Commander! Have you execute? Manual board.
The Corps will now execute the Manual of Arms to demonstrate their discipline, teamwork, precision, and drill capability. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for honors to Brigadier General Richard Geraci, U.S. Army retired and President, Missouri Military Academy.
General March, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated. Colonel Rick Grabowski, U.S. MC retired and Commandant, Missouri Military Academy, will be today's reviewing officer. Accompanying him today is Dean Mike Harding, British Royal Marines retired.
Sir, the other 35th Corps of Cadets is ready for inspection. Very well, sir. Carry on. Order!
At the command, all officers and colors center marched. All unit commanders and guidon bearers marched to the front and center of the battalion formation. Historically, it was at this point the commanding officer would issue orders and instructions to the unit commanders. Following this, the commanders would face about, return to their units, and pass the information along to their troops.
All officers and colors! Forward! Forward! Battalion! Peace and forward!
Peace and
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Sir, the other 35th Corps of Cadets
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated.
Battalion, order! Hold! All officers of color! House!
The pass and review serves two functions for the reviewing party. It dismisses the cadets and at the same time provides an opportunity to inspect the state of discipline and training. As the cadets pass the reviewing party, units will salute and turn their heads to render their respects. Ladies and gentlemen, now approaching the reviewing stand is the battalion commander, Cadet Bradley W. of Memphis, Tennessee. Now passing the reviewing stand is band company, led by Cadet Justin K. Stable of Oklahoma, Missouri. Now passing the reviewing stand is Bravo company, led by Cadet Nathan Dixie of Colleyville, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise during the passing of our national colors. The MMA Color Guard is commanded by Cadet Alvaro Gonzalez of Mexico City, Mexico. The MMA International Color Guard is commanded by Cadet Kuslan Tarmak of Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. You may be seated. Now passing the reviewing stand is Charlie Company, commanded by Cadet Braden Phelps of Temple, Texas. And last but not least is Echo Company, commanded by Cadet Connor Edwards of Orlando, Florida.
part-time poor out poor. Sir, this concludes today's Valentine's Day review.
Outstanding performance. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me. What a wonderful... Carry on with the plan of the day.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's Valentine Review. The next event of the day will be the Parents' Room Inspection. Please check in with your cadet's company leadership advisor to receive your inspection checklist. Thank you again for your attendance today.